Woo! Part 30! This is the second to last part of my Let's Play. I'm Banks Go to Ashes, Obake-san's ghost. This is my Zelda Classic quest Link's Decision 2, Chronos, the Tears of Fate. Last time we had the puzzle dungeon, and now comes the hard one. This is sort of based on the Lost Woods from my previous 9 Villages quest. I just wanted to make the Lost Woods harder in that game, but didn't want to risk people getting frustrated. Here, we're after the game. I don't care. So, let's get there. It's gonna be a bit odd. It's just an enormous Lost Woods maze, and, just a block of them. Every screen has a Lost Woods thing where you have to go 4 directions in a row, the correct directions to get through. The Lost Woods in Zelda 1, you had the easy exit path was if you went to the west, or sorry, the east. And then if you wanted to solve the Lost Woods thing, you had to go, northwest, southwest. And on the 4th one, you got to go to the next screen. And that was how you got to, the graveyard in Zelda 1. So this is just going to be a whole bunch of those. Secret level 4, Lost, the false hope of being found. This place is a maze, and you only get the solution in pieces. Get the pieces in the right, of the answer in the right order, and you'll get through to the next area. There are 3 puzzles to solve, and if you get stuck, use the whistle anywhere to open a portal to the start. You can beat this with perseverance or use some careful logic, and write these down. Start at the grinning tree, and then we have these 4 sequences. The first one, southeast, north, north, south, south, and some order of these will get us through the first part of the puzzle. And that is what I have on the spreadsheet, which I don't know how I'm going to display it quite yet, but, we have them written down, and actually they're written down, vertically there, but then there's 4 in a row, and what we're gonna do is to figure out the path. We'll either cross one out if we can rule it out, or if we know which one it's going to be, then cross out the other 3, and it'll be a lot easier to figure out the order of them if we use that path. So that's why the spreadsheet is set up like it is. This is one of the midpoint stations. We can't get here yet, so we'll have to worry about that later. And the music here is from Earthbound. This is the song from Winters. That's Jeff's area, I think. And this is the other midpoint, so when we get to through, we'll be able to use that as a shortcut to go. Now, I don't know the solution. I can look it up, but at this point it's going to be on the walkthrough anyways. But I'm going to try to solve this whole thing while I'm going through, and I really don't know if I'm going to be able to talk about anything else. And obviously this is Saria's song. This is from Zelda 64, the Ocarina of Time. And this is our starting location. If we need to get somewhere, this'll be where the whistle takes us. And of course, we could go back inside this way. So the secret path out here, the easy exit, is south, and we cannot go north. So we will take a look at our spreadsheet here. The first one starts out going south and east and north. That's definitely not right. The next one, south, north, east, west, that doesn't sound right either. Then we have east, west, That should let us out to the west, since that's the fourth move. Or east, south, north. So again, that would take us south, not really where we want to go. So we have our first piece figured out. And that is going to get us into this area. And I'm just gonna fill that in, and that has to start with northwest. So let's get through this. I figured no need to have the secret sound every time we solve one of these. So we're in this corner here. Obviously we can't go south or west, because south is the inside area and west is the edge of the dungeon. And we have the map and the compass. We started out with those, so we know where we're supposed to go. But the only real way to get out of here now is going north. So which one of these has you going north if we've already started with two of them? So northwest, southeast is no, and northwest, east is no. Both of those would take us east if that was the solution. So those are out, and we have the first two pieces figured out. And so that makes this, what is it, south, north, and then east, west, east, north. So we'll have to go north again at that point. And then we have one. So we could go west, south, east, north. That does not sound right, because that would be hitting all four directions. That would be, we'd have to hit the easy way out before we got the solution that way. So it has to be east, east, and that'll bring us to the east, which is, you know, good. East, and then we're gonna have to go south from there. So let's see, starting out north, west, south, and north. On to the next thing. And this one we have to go east, west, east, north. And now from here, we have to go west and then east a few times. And on to new territory again. Alright, and then here we needed to go south, south, north, but south takes us to the next screen. So, that means that that screen's easy way out is south, and then here we've got to go south, north, southeast, And then here, north, north, south, south. And of course I gotta switch back to the right program. So let's see, here we're going south, north, southeast. And then here is just going to be north twice and south twice. And we have a house. So this is midway point number 1. Good job making it past the first section. Make sure you hit switch in the next room before you continue to unlock a shortcut from the start. That way, if you bail with the whistle, you can skip the first part. The next puzzle is a little more difficult, but you can do it. Start at the front door, and there's 4 pieces again, but these are much longer pieces to deal with. So I have that written down the same way in the spreadsheet like we had before. So we're gonna have to figure out this solution too. And we go to the west. Now that path is down, and we can get here from the indoor area, the start or whatever. And just in case you have to come back to get it, he's, you know, also gonna say what it is. So, that is part number 1. Part number 2. So, same kind of logic. You can see we're kind of in a corner. We've already been to the other 3 sides, so we can only go east from here, and then we have to go north from there, and it's just gonna continue that way. So, we started out by going east, obviously, because that was where you started from the house. So, all of these started with east. That doesn't really help. But now we need to end going north. So that means the 5th one has to be N. So, east, east, north, west, north. That one would fit. East, south, east, north, north, that would also fit. East, south, north, east, west, that one is definitely not going to work. And east, north, north, west, east, that one's definitely not going to work. Both of those will take us off the side of the screen. And looking at these, the only way you could get out of this that isn't going to be the solution north is by going west. So this one would have you going west first. That one's out. So we have our first solution here. So this was the east. And then we had south, east, north, north. And then we have a south, north up here. And again, we need to exit that going north. So that means that the second one of the next group has to be a north. So we rule out that one and that one. And we can fill in the rest of this. That was east, north. Then northwest, east, west. And then we have east. And so the other two solutions, we started out east, so that would be east, 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 north. That would get us to a new screen, or we could go east, east, south, north. So, both of those would take us to the north. Now let's see where it would take us from there. So, east. So that would get us to the well, I think if we go north, then we could go either west or east from there. We can't go north from there. The problem is, if we went west from here, however the progression goes, this room wouldn't be involved at all. So the only way to progress through using this room would be if we go here and then cut around. Something like that would be a possible way to go, or I don't know, but we can't go west here because then this room will become useless. So that brought us with southern one. It goes east, east, south, north, and then here, east, west, north, east. Okay, then this is west, east, east, north. So that gets us out to the north. That looks good. West, north, east, west. That gets us to the west. That looks like a promising solution. West, north, east, west. And then west. Alright, so that would be solution for number 2 here. We're in the bottom right, so we need to go south, east, north, north. There we go. And there we go, new screen, good. So this one, south, north, east, and north. We're at another one. And enemies aren't really meant to be difficult through this. They're just, it's a Lost Woods scenario. So, what do you want? Northwest, east, north. Sorry, northwest, east, west. There. Okay. Now we need east, east. And then south, north. Okay, going pretty well so far here. We need to go east, west, northeast. And going pretty good here so far. So now I need to go west, east, east, north. And actually, before I go east twice, I'm not actually gonna go through the whistle thing, but just to show what happens with it. So let's see, east, east, north. And west, north, east, and west. And it just says west from here. So here is our second midway point. Yeah, because I really needed that. This last part is rough, so hit the switch to open the shortcut. Front door. So we're starting at the front door, and this time, not only are they long, there are also 5 of them. So I need to fix the color here. Alright. So we have to figure out where we are going from here. And, well, honestly, looking at the outside, there wasn't a whole lot of ways we could go. It was basically either go south or east. So, we could cross a couple of these off the list pretty much immediately here. But I've got them written down, of course, and we're going to open up the path again. Yeah, that's just what you can do with it. And of course, going up, the guy just says exactly that, nothing else. So, we have south or east to go, and that rolls out 2 of these from the start. So we are going to have to go south, and then we want to go west from there. And basically the only way to get to the win and pick all of these spots up is to go around like that. So we need to go west from here. The first one, east, north, 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 that's not going to help us. South, north, west, west, that could help us. And then south, north, east, east, that's not going to help us. That's taking us back further in the maze. So we have one solution so far. So south, and then it goes south, north, west, west. And then after the west, west, we have east, west, north. Well, the next one has to be north from there, so we can rule out 2 of these right here. And that fills in that. Yeah, I am going to completely lose where that's not even gonna work. Alright, completely lose where I am when I'm going through this. So, this was east, west, north, north. Next, we have either northeast, west, north, or west, west, northeast. So, west, west, northeast, that would take us back to the house, and here, I mean, the left-hand side of this, there's no way you could even come in here, so that rules out one of them. And we're getting closer to the end here. And I am definitely getting tired of talking, but we've got a ways left. So this one is going to be, what is it, north, east, west, north. And then from here, it is west, west, east, east. Or sorry, west, west, east. And then we definitely don't want the fourth one to be south there, so we can take these two out, and we're almost actually done with this third part now, or figuring out this third part. So that one takes you north. Then we have west, west, northeast. And then we have south, south, north. Okay, next one, we know it has to be a south. That doesn't rule anything out. But then if we're looking after that, when we're in that screen, we would end up with either east, north, 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 bringing us back to where we were before, not ideal, or south, north, east, east. And that brings us where we need to go. So, we can take care of those two, and we have the remainder of our solution. So, SNEE, then EWNE. Brings us here. And then it's southeast, north, north, brings us here. And then it is northeast, west, west. And that should bring us to the win. Okay, so we're going to start with switching to the game, of course. Then we're going to start with south. Then here we need to go south, north, west, west. Now we need to go east, west, north, north. And yeah, that would be a trap. East, west, north, and then finally north. Brings us into an interesting looking area. So we have to go north, east, west, north. So if we go north, east, west, north. Okay. So yeah, that room, you gotta be careful. It's easy to end up going the wrong way there. So we are now above the house. This is west, west, east, north. Okay. And here, west, west, northeast. Okay. We need to go south, south, north, south. That's straightforward. South, south, north, south. Now we're still making good progress here. Okay. So that location, south, north, east, east. South, north, east, and east. And now we can go east, west, north, east, east, west, north. Yeah, we're getting close. East. Now we've got south, east, north, north. So south, east, north, and north. And we have north, east, west, west. And we have, well, a big tree, and let's get our prize. So, like the other ones, there's people waiting for you, but this time not quite people, but whatever. Well done making it through. I don't have a prize, but I do have a shortcut. Hopefully it's not just frustrating to know after all that. You can figure it out, and much easier than it seems if you know the 3 original paths. But it will be familiar, but it skips both houses. Start at that grinning doofus of a tree. What order are these in? 10. So we have another puzzle to deal with before we can actually finish this. That is going to be the path to get all the way from the starting point to the ending point without going to either house. So, before we start all over again with this, yes, going to take over all of that stuff, and I'm also going to try and get these set up. Because we are definitely going to need these. And then this one is 2 to 3. 1 to 2 rather. I don't know, whatever. And there's the long one. So, now we have to figure out what kind of order to get to go through this, and I did not make these things long enough to go all the way through, so this is going to be a little more difficult to deal with than before, but we still have all of these written down before, so here we go. So we know what the answers are for most of these, and more importantly, we know where we start, and we know what the solution was from the start. We know the solution between the two here, and we know the solution going to the win location. So, the start has to be the same up to some point, and the very end has to be the same up to some point. So we could start out by finding which ones match either the very start or the very end, and we can hopefully remove a few things. So we can start out with an east-west, east-west, with a north after it. So that one is taken care of in here. Then we go north-west. So the next one would have to be west-south, northeast. West-south, northeast. That's the only west-south, northeast. West, south, northeast. Then next one. So west, east. Then we need to go north, west after that. This is getting more difficult to keep track of here. Northwest. And then east, east, east. So northwest, east, east, east. And then south, south, north is not going to be the way to go. So we have all the way up to north, east, east, east. And that has taken 3 of them out of the question, so we know that we can take, well, 1, then west, north, whatever, and then ending with that. And that's a little bit better to deal with. So we got these 3 at the start. Let's just get rid of these 3 entirely now. We've got a much smaller group to have to deal with now. Alright. So that gets us to here. And then we see south, but we never actually figured out the solution to this screen. It actually made us bypass it. So whatever's next, we do not know what it is. So now we start from the very end. The last of it was north, east, west, west. So which one of these ends with northeast, west, west? And it looks like we only have that one there. So I'm just gonna put that towards the end. Before that we had north. Okay, north. And the end of the next one should be S-E-N. So what is S-E-N? Okay. So N-E-S-E-N. Yeah, this is not quite how this is really gonna work, but should be good enough for now. So that takes care of Nessen. I'm just gonna get rid of these. And then, before Nessen was east, 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 west. And we do not have anything like that, so that is where it branches off again, and we can see we didn't actually solve this, we just went to the quick way out. So, here to here, however this path goes, we don't know how it branches off or whatever. But we did get 5 of them out of the way. Yeah. And I am also going to do this. Alright, we've got our end. We've got our start. Now we've got to figure out something for the middle. We got to start here. And obviously, whatever comes next after our beginning thing here with the west, east, 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 it can't go south. So whatever the first solution is, it can't have a south in it. That only, unfortunately, takes out that one. The others here, let's see. West, east, northeast. Okay, that would get us somewhere. Northeast, west, east would get us somewhere. West, northeast, west would get us backwards. West, northeast, west is definitely not the one. And, let's see, east, north, northeast. Okay, so, by consensus, apparently, we are going to the east from here. And we know that since this is east, east, south, north, the easy out is west. So, whichever one of these ends up with here, we don't want west coming after that. So east, north, east, or east, north, northeast, and then west would bring us back to where we are. That one is out of the path. So we're going to start out with one of these. And one of them says that the next screen is going to be an east, and the other one says it's going to be an east and a north. But an east and a north isn't actually going to do anything for us. We need to go east and then continue from there. So that takes care of that one. Now we know the first one here is going to be, yeah, that one. So north, east, east, east. We know we want to go west, east, northeast. Then we know we want to go east, south, north. Because the only other way to go, you know, we could go either east, or sorry, yeah. We could go either north, hold on. So here we want to go north. Okay, so that means that we can actually get rid of those. This is the only ESN. And then, yeah, EW we do keep. So from EW we need an NE. The only NE is that one, so we can get rid of those. And we're actually getting pretty close to having our middle section here, E2. So we went with the NEWEEN, so we ended here. Next, we've got to have west, east, west, north, east, west. So that one's out, and that one's out. So our solution here Cause let's see, hold on here. East, west, A, N, E, and Ween, and that. So this has us going north, east, north, north. And then east-west. And that's where we pick up here with N-E-S-E-N, and so there we have our solution. I am not looking forward to seeing how long this video is. Oh, you know what? I am going to put that there. Put that there. Okay, so here is our big long solution that we will take from the start right here, the grinning doofus tree. And let's see if I can get through this without making a mistake. So east-west. East-west comes north, west, south, north. East, west, east, north. It's a nice, easy one. And then after that comes east, north. Then comes west, east, east, east. Okay. Okay, another east. And that is the end of the first part of the instructions. This is where things go differently than before, which is good because down leads towards the house. So here in our new location, we need to go west, east, northeast. So northeast, east. So here we gotta go east, south, north. Okay, so we need to go, what is it, east, west, northeast. East, west, northeast. So then west, east, east, north. Okay, then west, northeast, west. East, west. Okay, good. But then from here, we have to break off and go northeast, north. Okay. And now it's time for east, west, northeast. East, west, north, and east. Okay, now it is south, east, north. Southeast, north, and now we are at northeast, west. North, east, west, and it is different. So we made it all the way through. If you strayed from that path at all and accidentally found yourself wandering to the wrong screen, it sends you out. You really have to make it all the way through without making any major mistakes in order to get here. And now the inside has people in it. And the music here I didn't mention before is from Wagyan Paradise, and it's Wagyan 1, or maybe Wagyan 1. I don't know if that's supposed to be winning, but I mean, I was looking for just short things that wouldn't be worth listening to repeatedly. So I wasn't looking for long victory songs. Passed the final test. There's nothing more I can teach you. Good luck in your next endeavor, whatever it is, and I won't answer any questions about why a tree would need to live inside a larger tree. And that is where we are going to end it today, so thanks for watching.